few feet below him recently. Panic was replaced by sheer delight. He found safety in numbers.
It flew towards me, straight in my headline, and then went underneath me.
That fin belonged to a 6-foot shark, possibly a great white swimming just a few feet below.
Nature can be dangerous, but sometimes the most unexpected heroes rise from it. These are the true, breathtaking stories of animals who risked everything to save human lives. Fade into first story. Number 1. The loyal dog, the fire rescue. It was midnight in a quiet American town. A family of 6 slept peacefully, unaware that a deadly fire had already started spreading from the kitchen. Flames licked the wooden walls. Smoke filled the air. No smoke alarm had gone off, but their dog sensed it. He barked furiously, running from room to room, scratching the children's doors, pulling on their blankets, howling into the night. At first, the parents ignored it, but the dog would not stop. He leapt onto the father's chest, growling, until finally the man awoke. Within minutes, the entire family realized the house was on fire. They escaped into the cold night air, coughing but alive. But when the parents counted their children, they noticed the dog was missing. He had gone back inside. By the time firemen arrived, they found the loyal companion near the youngest child's crib. He had stayed behind to make sure no one was left. He never made it out alive. That night, 6 human lives were saved, a silent guardian who gave his own life for love. Number 2. The hero dolphins, shield against sharks. In 2004, a group of lifeguards and swimmers were training off the coast of New Zealand. Suddenly, panic spread. A great white shark, over 3 meters long, began circling them. Death in the water is silent, fast, and merciless. The swimmers huddled together, fear overwhelming them. Then from the deep blue came an unexpected rescue team. A pod of dolphins, 6 of them, rushed towards the humans. The dolphins began swimming in tight circles around the group, slapping the water with their tails, keeping the shark at bay. The shark tried several times to push through, but the dolphins formed a moving barrier, refusing to let it near. For over 40 minutes, this tense standoff continued. The humans were exhausted, certain they would not make it, but the dolphins never left their side. Finally, the shark gave up and vanished into the darkness. The swimmers made it back to shore, alive because of nature's guardians of the sea. Marine biologists still wonder, was it instinct or something greater, an act of compassion? Number 3. The gorilla guardian, Binti Juwa's kindness. At Brookfield Zoo in Chicago, a summer afternoon turned into horror. A 3-year-old boy slipped, fell 20 feet, and landed inside a gorilla enclosure. The crowd gasped. He lay motionless, injured and unconscious. From the shadows, a female gorilla named Binti Juwa emerged. She weighed over 200 pounds, strong enough to crush a man. Everyone feared the worst. But what happened next stunned the world. Binti approached slowly, her baby clutched to her chest. She gently lifted the unconscious child, cradling him like her own infant. Then, in a deliberate act, she carried him across the enclosure, straight to the keeper's door. She set him down carefully, turned away, and walked back into the trees. The boy survived with only minor injuries. But millions watching the footage realized something profound. Even in the animal kingdom, compassion can be stronger than instinct. Number 4. The elephants, tsunami saviors. December 2004. The Indian Ocean tsunami struck with unimaginable force, killing over 200,000 people. But in Phuket, Thailand, tourists riding elephants experienced something miraculous. Hours before the waves hit, the elephants began behaving strangely. They trumpeted loudly, stamped their feet, pulled at their chains. They seemed panicked. And then, without warning, they broke free and ran inland, carrying the tourists with them. Moments later, the massive tsunami smashed the shoreline, destroying everything in its path. But those who had followed the elephants survived. Scientists later explained, elephants can sense seismic vibrations and changes in air pressure that humans cannot. But was it only instinct, or did they know they were saving lives? For the survivors, the answer was clear. The elephants were their guardians. Number 5. The cat, the midnight alarm. Wisconsin, USA. A family of 4 was sleeping while a silent killer filled their home. Carbon monoxide. Odorless, invisible, deadly. By morning, they would all have been gone. But their pet cat, sensing danger, sprang into action. She clawed at the blankets, meowed loudly, leapt onto the children's faces to wake them. At first, the parents were annoyed, pushing the cat away. But she persisted, more frantic than ever. Finally, the mother woke fully and realized something was terribly wrong. They rushed outside, calling emergency services. Doctors confirmed it. Within another hour, the entire family would have been dead. That night, the smallest member of the house became its greatest protector. Number 6. The lion, guardian of a girl. In rural Ethiopia, a 12-year-old girl was kidnapped by men who intended to force her into marriage. For a week, she was beaten and held captive in the wilderness. Her cries went unanswered. But then from the brush came salvation. 3 lions appeared. The men panicked, dropped their weapons, and fled. The girl was terrified at first, certain the lions would kill her. But instead, they surrounded her, guarding her from a distance. For hours, they stood watch. When police finally arrived, the lions calmly walked away, leaving the girl unharmed. Locals called it a miracle. The king of beasts had chosen mercy over blood. Number 7. The horse, courage in the flames. Australia. A stable caught fire late at night. Horses screamed as smoke filled the air. Most escaped, but one was trapped. Amidst the chaos, a stallion broke free from safety, running back into the burning barn. Witnesses say he grabbed the halter of the trapped horse with his teeth and pulled. Again and again, despite the flames, he refused to leave. Finally, both animals stumbled out together, barely alive. Humans rushed forward with tears in their eyes. The stallion had risked his life, not for people, but for another soul. Yet in doing so, he reminded us of the loyalty animals carry deep within. Number 8. The beluga whale, saving a diver. At an aquarium in China, a free diving contest turned dangerous. A young woman dove deep, but at 20 feet, she cramped and could not move. Panic spread among the crowd. From the shadows of the water, a beluga whale named Mila approached. With incredible gentleness, she placed her mouth around the girl's leg and pushed her upwards. The crowd erupted as the diver broke the surface, gasping for air. That day, a creature of the deep reminded us that intelligence and compassion are not limited to humans. Number 9. The parrot, the intruder alert. Florida. A man slept while an intruder broke into his home. The burglar crept silently, knife in hand. But then came a voice, "Help! Get out!" The intruder froze. Had the man awakened? No, it was the parrot. Mimicking a human cry, the bird screamed until the burglar panicked and ran. The family later learned the truth from security footage. That parrot had not only saved its owner's belongings, it may have saved his life. Number 10. The dog, the roadside miracle. Chile. Surveillance cameras recorded a haunting scene. A dog was struck by a speeding car on a busy highway. As traffic roared, another stray dog ran into the road. Dodging vehicles, he reached the injured companion. With his teeth and paws, he dragged the wounded dog across lanes of traffic to safety. Cars swerved, horns blared, but he never let go. The video shocked the world. This was not about saving a human. It was about love, loyalty, and courage. Values we humans sometimes forget. Yet animals live them every day. From the depths of the sea to the burning barns of the countryside, from the wild jungles of Africa to the quiet homes of families, animals have stepped forward as heroes. Some gave their lives, others stood guard. All proved a truth we cannot ignore. Courage, love, and sacrifice do not belong to humans alone. They are shared by the creatures we live among. These are the stories of survival. These are the animals that save people's lives.